and Ricky and Blake on the defensive end with Justin Adams in net.
It looks like we're all set. Anthony on the face-off. Referee's geared up. Puck drop. Phantoms come away with it. Send it on net to Justin from center ice. Picked up by Blake. Blake tries to center it back out. Just outside the reach of Anthony. Luca on the attack. Picked back up by Kobe. Kobe try to get a shot off. Hits the backside of the net. Picked up at the point by Ricky. Ricky sends it on net outside the edge. Phantoms break out. Get the neutral ice. Try to clear it back in. Unable to do so. Picked up by Anthony. Anthony sends a deep line change for Team Philadelphia. Kobe takes a tumble. Back opposite side. Back over to Ben. And the puck goes into the penalty box. Lucas, Ben, Colin out on the ice with Bops and Thies. Opposite side, sent around. Lehigh tries to clear the zone. Does. Picked up by Bops coming across the blue line. Looking for a little bit of help. Drops it down. Pursues his own forecheck. Bends over to look for him. Centering pass. Almost hit Lucas in the slot. Thies looking to get it. Sent deep. In pursuit by Bops. Sent back up to Lucas. Lucas sends it deep. Lucas back into the center. Tobin out onto the ice, sends it deep. Back over to Fisher. Fisher gets a shot off, back over to Colin. Sends back out to the point to Lang. Lang, shot stopped just before he got to the goaltender. Lang taps it around. Sent back up to the boards. Colin tries to knock it back down. Lucas. Mid-air check. Tobin, try to pick it up. Now back out to Colin. Colin. Little fumbling around to the puck. Early morning jitters. Nobody can seem to get a hold of it. Phantoms swipe out. It goes to the back wall. Back over to Lang. Fisher tries to clear the zone, unable to do so. Lucas pressure onto the puck. Cusa out onto the ice. Now it's picked up by Tobin. Back over to Fisher. Opposite side over to Cusa. Cusa can't control it. Sent back over to Aydan. Aydan drops it back over to Tobin. Aydan behind the net. Tobin tries release. Sent back to the opposite side. Blake hits it, and it's knocked down and gloved in by Justin. Puck stop. Back over. Picked up by Krecker. Krecker. Back over to Peruto. Peruto hits it forward. Ricky, center ice, drops it in. Peruto on the opposite side, picks it up. Gets checked into the wall, picked up by Nichols. Nichols looking, he's got Cuse out in front. Swift comes around, sends it back out to the point to Ricky. Ricky tries to hold it in zone. Turnover. Back over to Peruto. Good feed by Blake. Peruto loses it. Now it's back over to Nichols. And a glove save. Nice shot. Back out to the point. Peruto gets a shot off. Goalie knocks it to the back corner. Pieces back over and comes outside the zone. No icing. Ricky picks it up. Ricky turns. Drops it all the way in. Goaltender comes out of net, stops the forecheck, back over. Phantom sent it to the opposite side. Try to clear the zone. Nichols gets it. Back over to Cusa. Cusa almost got it on his strong side. Gets knocked off the puck. Bob sends it deep. Peruto. Heston out onto the ice. Phantoms come across. Send it deep to the back wall. Thies cycles it back over to Bops. Bops back over to Heston. Comes outside the neutral zone. Jake tried to get there. Back over to Thies. Thies sends it long. Tap forward and into the bench. Just about took the coach off his heels. Kobe, Anthony, Jake, Thies, and Bops. Puck stop. Back over to Bops. Bops taps it forward back in the neutral zone. No icing. Looked like it could have been. Jake back into the corner. Picked up by Thies at the point. Nice save by the goaltender. Good opportunity for Team Philadelphia. Anthony charging. Back over to Thies. Thies looking. Gets a shot off. Goes over top of the goaltender's head. Cycled all the way back. We got a broken blade by Kobe is why he fell into the corner. Comes back down, picked up by Anthony. Slot, tries to move back over to the opposite side to Colin. Colin out on the ice with Fisher. Lang out on, back out by Anthony. Anthony gets to it. Shot attempt. Back over to Colin. Got over to Lang. Lang couldn't quite control. Turnover. Scored. Defensive turnover in the neutral zone leads to a one-on-one with Justin for the Phantoms' first goal of the game. 1-0 Phantoms. Puck stop. Back over. Phantoms. Gather it. Just outside of the reach. Ben. Colin back over pressure. Phantoms come up. Lucas. Back over to Ben. Ben tries to swipe it back over to corner. Loses in the neutral zone. Scored again. So Phantoms starting hot early, 2-0. Puck's down, back over Peruto in pursuit, back along the boards. Good check by Blake. Aydan back over. High stick, called off. Got a defensive line turnover back into the offensive zone. Good thing Team Philly was able to get there. Pick back up. And Justin puts it down. Back out to the point. Phantom cycle back down. Thies over in pursuit. Bob's pressure into the corner. Set back out to the point. Luca's there. Phantoms dump it deep outside of Bob's reach. Centering pass picked up by Anthony. Sent back up to Luca. Luca tried to clear the zone. Now it's cleared. Set all the way up into the neutral zone. No icing called. Back over to Bobst. Bobst gets his release. Phantoms get to it. Back over to Bobst. Cycle back to the other side. Picked up by Jake. Not sure where that pass is going. Phantoms at the point again. Try to get a shot on goal. Doesn't quite make it there. Now it's back over to Jake. Jake just outside of Luca's reach. All the way to the back corner. Ops sends it up opposite side over to Lucas. That'll be an icing call. Lucas, face off. Phantoms get a shot off. Hits Justin in the pads and goes out to the back corner. Picked up by Tobin. Doherty. Good pursuit. Back over. Lang with another turnover in a defensive zone. Back out to Fisher. Fisher sends it deep, cycled all the way back around. Goaltender tries to knock it down. Fisher. Back over to Lucas. Collins sends it back out to the point to Lang. Back out to Tobin. Kobe coming off the ice. He's got a broken blade. Looks to go get a replacement. Puck's dropped, back out. Doherty knocks it back down. Back into the corner. And there's a penalty coming up on Team Philly. High stick. So Team Philly would be down a man. The 7:04 mark.
11 white, high stick.
Lang, Anthony, then Tobin out on the ice. Puck stop. Tobin tried to get to it, back out to the point, opposite side over to Phantoms. Set it back. Drop it all the way in. Clear it all the way down. Aydan, little pressure onto the puck. Back in the neutral zone, Phantoms try to gain the zone. They do gain the zone. Back over to Lang. Tobin against the boards. Phantoms back out to the point. Kick saved by Justin. Back out. Cleared by Aydan. Drop all the way down. Picked up, neutral zone, turnover. Nice shot by Aydan. Back into the corner, Phantoms gather. Luca, little token pressure. Lehigh back over, Ricky. Knocked down. Cusa looking to pressure. Back at Lehigh. Circles it back. Luca. Pressure onto the puck. Lehigh opposite side. Krecker on the back check. Sent back over. Ricky. Set all the way back. 27 seconds left. Cusa back into the corner. Blake charging forward. Tries to send it on net. Goes wide. Luca back over to help out. That's going to be an icing call. Lucas Fisher, Thies, Bobst. Back out to Thies, and that will go into the protective netting. Back out, centers it back, 4 seconds left on the penalty for Team Philly. Now Doherty back out onto the ice, even strength, 5 minutes. No icing called. Back over to Thies. Thies back. Cycles it back. Gets it knocked down by a defender. Gets it up. Doherty on the forecheck. Knocked back down. Picked up by Ben. Ben back in the corner. Kicks it back out to Doherty. Back in point to Bops. Stick steer into protective netting. Same lineup. Puck stop. Phantoms try to get it. They do. They come out center ice. Pass forward. Try to get a shot off. Goes wide. Back behind the net. Phantoms pick it up. Now it's Bops. Sends it back opposite side to Thies. Thies to Doherty. Doherty tries to get it up to Lucas. Sent back up over to Bops. Picked up by Lucas. Swipes it forward. Peruto in pursuit with Nichols out on the ice. Shot attempt. Bounces back out. Oh my gosh. Jumped over Justin's glove. Team didn't feel he's given him too many opportunities. Back over to Lang. Peruto. Justin decides to keep a hold of it. Aydan on the faceoff. Shot attempt gets knocked down. Back over to Cusa. Cusa with Peruto. Back over to Nichols. Nichols across the blue line. Shot goes high. Back over to Cusa. Cusa turns, tries to fire. It's not there. Picked up by Cusa again. Now it's back out to Nichols. Glove saved by the goaltender. Anthony, Luka, Jake on the offensive line change. Tobin and Lang back on defense. 3:09 first period, 2-0 Phantoms. Puck drop. Luka has it taken away underneath of his stick. Picked back up by Luka. Again turns, could not control it. Back over to Luka, back on the opposite side, blue line. Try to get a pass off. Jake's there, knocked down by the Phantoms. Luka, good job to keep it in. Back over. Somebody cheating long. How is that not icing? Nobody touched it. Anyway, play will continue. Pick back up. Defensive line turnover. Can't have that happen. Back over around to the corner. Phantoms point. Redirect, Justin, blocker side, push it to the back wall, picked back up by Jake. Jake's got time, looks up, got Lucas on the opposite side, sends it in. Fisher in pursuit against the wall. Good feed to Fisher, was just off his weak side, picked up by Colin. Fisher almost there to redirect, picked up by Lucas. Lucas gets to it, back out to the point. Now it comes outside the zone. Back over to Krecker. Back over to Ricky. He's got Lucas. Now it's Colin. Knocked down in the neutral zone. Phantoms pick it up, come across the blue line, offsides. Touchdown. Phantoms. Fisher gathers it, comes across the blue line, dumps it in. Goaltender knocks it to the side. Now it comes back in the neutral zone, back over to Bobst. Picked up by Lucas, gets his shot off. Fisher. Oh my gosh, that was a missed call on Fisher. Not quite sure with the referees. Nichols, Cusa, puck stop, back over. Now it comes outside the neutral zone over to Bobst. Sent all the way deep. Picked back up by Cusa. Cusa tried to cycle it back over to Peruto. Peruto picked it up, almost center pass. Loses it, back in. Phantoms across the blue line. Pops over to Thies. Thies comes across. Richard moves it off the stick. Had to wait. Aydan drops it in. 8 seconds left in the period. 2, 1, and that will end the period. Start second period. Tobin, Lang, Heston, DeFrugio, Barthel. Ready? Pucks drop, back over. Phantoms gather. Barthel, a little pressure. Gets to the neutral zone. Picked back up by Lang. Lang picks it up, opposite side. Back over to Tobin. Luca, try to pick it up back into the corner. Cycle back to the other side. Phantoms pick it up on the opposite side corner. Luca back over. Good pursuit on the puck. Barthol. Tap forward. Phantoms. Drop back behind the net. Center pass. Tried to get over. Lang intercepts it. Jump back. High stick. High stick. That'll go all the way down. Krecker right out onto the ice. Fisher, Lucas, Colin. Back over to Fisher at the point. Ben gets a shot off, goes wide. Ricky on the back check. Picked up by Lucas, sent over to the opposite side to Ben. Ben almost with a defensive zone turnover. Shot on goal. Lucas. Face off, back over to corner Ricky. Sent back up to Ben. Came off his stick. Ricky there to pick up a stick. Sent back over the opposite side to Fisher. Fisher tips it forward. Almost pulled out of the zone. Shot. Justin with a blocker side save. Lucas by himself. Pucks drop. Aydan back. Picked up by Thies. Good check. Pop send it to the opposite side. Back over to Cuso. Cuso, good swipe. Move forward. Peruto in pursuit on the forecheck. Try to drop it outside. Pops. Back over to Cuso. Send it back to Peruto. Peruto into the corner. Penalty coming up on the Phantoms. Back over the opposite side. Team Philly pulls a man, sends it over to the opposite side. Back over to Peruto. Sends it back to the opposite side over to Lucas. Delayed penalty coming up. Extra man. Picked up, I think that was a cheap shot by the Phantoms. Aydan pulls it back. Back over to Peruto. Scores! Peruto to Lucas. Streaking down the opposite side for the first score for Team Philadelphia. The gorgeous feed by Peruto. Team Philly out on the board first time today. .38. Barthol on the faceoff, back over to Tobin. Tobin, opposite side to Fruzio. Lucas sends it deep. Jake on the opposite side forecheck. Phantoms look. Two guys on him, now picked up by Luca. Lucas sends it back over to Jake. Centering pass, back across the crease. Tobin drops it in. Cycled back, Barthol over to help out. Dropped down by Jake, unable to control it. Phantoms come across the blue line. Opposite side pass. Back over to Tobin. Tobin drops it into the neutral zone. Phantoms gather it. Send it back opposite side. Barthol gets it on his strong side. Looks for an opportunity. Tried to get a shot off. Goes off a defender's stick. Picked up by Luca. Back out to the point to Tobin. Tobin, good job releasing it back to the corner. Fisher out onto the ice. Back along the boards. Barthol looking to help. Knocked back down over to Tobin. Tobin jumps it in. Lucas and Doherty back out on the ice. Fisher back over. Looks. Tries to get around. All the way back out. Back over to Fisher. Fisher. Tried to get over to Lucas. Second back over to Colin. Nice shot. Pucks down. Phantoms. Try to clear the zone. Ricky tries to jump it. 2-on-1 opportunity back over. Good save by Justin. Same lineup. Phantoms win it back. Picked up by Ricky. Opposite side over to Blake. Over to Lucas. Lucas to blue line. Back opposite side. Just had Doherty just a little bit too long. Lucas tried to pick it up. Fisher's there. Try to knock it back down. Ricky sends it over to the opposite side, keeps the zone. Colin cycles it back over to Lucas. Tried to get a shot off. Back out, got a guy down. 2-1. Team Philly down, 11:14 left, second period. Nichols on the faceoff, back out to Peruto. Peruto gets it back out to Bobs at the point. Bob sends it deep. Brady on the opposite side forecheck, gets to the walls. gets there. Bops keeps it in. Phantoms send it out in the neutral zone, picked up by Bops, and that goes into the protective netting. Center ice face-off. Crudo, Nichols, Cusa, with Thies and Bops back on defense. Puck's dropped back over. Nichols tries a breakaway. Sent to the neutral zone, knocked down by Brady. Back over to Crudo. Tap forward. Picked up by Bops all the way back. Back into the neutral zone. Bops. Sent forward by Nichols. Thies on the opposite side. Nichols tried to knock the defender off his edges. Phantoms whiff on it. Phantoms pick it up. Phantoms pick it up again. Back out to the point. Justin shuffles it back into the corner, centering pass. Back over to the opposite side. Phantoms knock it down. Picked up by Bops. Bops sends it all the way down to do an icing to give everybody a break. Tobin, Lang, Luca, Jake, Anthony. Puck's dropped. Phantoms back out to the point. Good job by Anthony, knocking it back to the back wall. Kick save by Justin after a shot from the point by the Phantoms. Back into the neutral zone. Luca, forecheck pressure, back over. Jake back over in the corner, try to help him out. Phantoms almost get to it, back up to Tobin. Delayed offsides. Phantoms pick it up. Come across the blue line. Lang on the back check, centering pass. Interference at the 8:34 mark, so King Philly will be on a power play for the next 2 minutes. Fisher back into the corner. Aydan knocks it down, picked up by Lucas. Back out to the point to Colin. Back over to Colin. Kick saved by the goaltender. Picked up by Colin at the point. Over to the opposite side. Picked up by Aydan. Aydan at the point. Tried to get a shot off. Doesn't make it to the protective webbing. Tried to get it outside, and Colin couldn't quite get to it. Back over to Aydan. Aydan turns a circle. Back over to the opposite side. Lucas tried to fumble with it. Back over to Peruto. That was close to being a penalty. Fisher gets to it. Back out to Colin. Fisher 46 seconds left on the power play for Team Philadelphia. Point. Swing. Goes too wide. Colin rushing the puck. Back over. Back over to Lucas. Lucas knocks it down. Picks it back up. Gets a shot off on the goaltender. "12 seconds left on the power play. Ricky back over. 3, 2, 1. That'll kill the power play for now. Full strength. Picked up by Ricky in the neutral zone. Back over to Luca. Luca tries center. It's back over to Barthel. Jake tried to take a swipe at it. Anthony's there. Blake. Back over to Luca. Luca looking for a little bit of help. Tries to get it to Blake. Goes all the way down. No icing. Back over to Jake. Jake tried to push it out front. Loses it to a defender. Comes back. Center ice. Ricky on the back check. Gets it to the wall. Back over to Luca. Luca. Good job getting it back into the neutral zone. Set back up. Phantoms drop it in. Ricky on the back check. It's going to be an icing call. Even strength, 5:29, 2-1 Phantoms. Back out to the point. Jake back over to Thies. Thies drops it back in. Barthel over in the corner. Phantoms send the puck out. No icing. Picked up by Anthony. Kick save. Back out to Jake. Gets a shot off. Lucas, Fisher, Colin. Puck's drop. Picked up by the Phantoms. Neutral zone. Dumps it in all the way to the back wall. Bops picks it up, cycles it back to the other side. Justin, blocker side save, dropped right in front of him.
Come on, Lucas.
Thies sends it back up. Cut Fisher. Lucas trailing him. Shot attempt goes wide. Pick up. Fisher tries to drop it in. Back over to Thies. Doherty kicks it forward. Lucas in pursuit. Nice pass. Had Thies on the opposite side. Nichols, Peruto. Cusa. Puck's dropped. Back over Peruto. Tries to make a move around. Is unable to do so. Turn over to a defender. They send it deep. Tobin on the back check. Cycle back over to Tobin. Tobin sends it up the boards. Back out to the point. Nichols on the faceoff. Puck drop. Phantoms get a shot off redirect, and the net comes off the posts. Puck's down. Back over to Lang. Lang drops it back over. Cusa with pressure. Now it's back into the neutral zone. Sent all the way back down. Lang on the back check. Picks it up. He's got a guy in his back pocket. Almost turned it over. Picked up by Aydan. Aydan. Back over. Tobin tried to get a shot off. Got knocked down. Back over to Kevin. Kevin gets it. Peruto, redirect, back down into the zone. Phantoms, look. Send it back out in the neutral zone. Tobin clears it back up, tries to clear it out. 2:14 left in this second period. Peruto, pressure onto the puck. All the way into the corner, takes an odd bounce off the wall. Shot goes wide. Peruto's there. Almost gets it out of the zone. Back out to Ricky. Ricky tries to get it out of the zone. Nichols. Picked up. That's a trip coming up. Trip coming up on the Phantoms. So Team Philly will be in a power play situation with 1:37. Not a trip, my fault. Puck's dropped, back out. Lucas battles for the puck. Back out to Nichols. Over to Colin. Golden opportunity. 1:22 left in the period. Lucas charging down. Pops it side over to Colin. Aydan. Back out to Lucas. Over to Aydan. Aydan whiffs on it. Gets another opportunity. Looks. Cycles back. Back over to Aydan. Goalie didn't see that. Lucas's shot went wide. Past the bops, gets knocked down. Colin comes up. Back over to Lucas. Lucas cycles back, looks. Shot goes high. Team Philly pulls the goalie for 2 seconds. And that's the end of the period. So 2-1. Team Philadelphia gets on the board in the second period. So beginning of third period, Team Philly will be on a 23-second power play. Krecker, Rick, Colin, Ben, and Lucas. Puck's dropped, back over, sent all the way back. Justin gets to it. Picked back up by Ricky. Back over to Colin. Sent deep, 8 seconds left. Sent back out to the point to Ricky. Back opposite to Crit. Back out to Blake again. Even strength. Lucas fires it back to Blake. Back opposite side to Ricky. High stick. And Lucas tried to cycle back over to Ricky. Delayed offsides. Back down. Hand pass. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Aydan, Brady, Ben. Puck down. Tusa, back over to Ricky. Ricky holds it, looks, sends it back over, tries to get Prudo going long on the opposite side. Prudo tries to swipe down, gets Ricky holding blue line, back over to Aydan. Aydan tries to cycle back over to Prudo. Opposite side. Good job by Krecker. Picked up by Ricky. Ricky looking. Opposite side over to Krecker. Over to Cusa. Cusa across the blue line. Centering pass to Nichols. Got knocked down. Back over to Blake. Could have been offsides. Phantom cycle it back out, and that goes out of play. Nichols on the faceoff. Nice shot. Kick saved by the goaltender. Back over to Thies. Thies drops it down. Back over to Prudo. Prudo centering pass. Tried to get it to Cusa. Nice shot. Puck's dropped, back out. Knocked down by Cusa. Now it's outside the zone, picked up by Thies. Richard loses it back into the neutral zone. Phantom sent it all the way back. Justin, looked like he came out of net. Picked up by Aydan. All the way back. 14 minutes left. Back over to Pruda. Pruda looking. Back over to Cusa. Cusa fired. Had Lucas coming across. Back out to Thies. Thies. Picked up by Lucas. Offsides. Yep. Doherty, Ben, Lucas. Picked up, Lucas gets it. Tried to get over to Colin. Picked up by Ben. Swiped at it, Phantoms get it. Sent back over, Ben picks it up. Ben back into the corner. Has a man in his on him. Colin back over to help out. Phantoms come out the opposite side, Lucas swipes over. Nice check. And that's going to be an icing call. Lucas. Back over to Colin. Colin gets to it. Centering pass. Back over to Ben. Nice attempt. Sent all the way back down. Defensive line change. Ricky and Blake. 12:59 left in the game. Back over to Blake. Blake comes around, tries to get to Lucas on the opposite side. Lucas backhands it into the zone. Colin back over pressure. Phantoms, full head of steam, comes back up. Ben over to help out. High stick. Puck's down. Phantoms come away with it. Ricky on the back check. Trekker. Sent on crease. Justin Usher's at opposite side. Picked up by Barthel coming down. Blue line. Got Jake. Back out to Blake. All the way in the corner. Picked up by Luca. Luca looking. Ricky. Dumps it in. All the way down to the back wall. Jake on to get to the puck. Blake can't keep it. Send it back over to Ricky. Ricky back over to Luca. Luca is behind him. Back over. Centering pass to Anthony. Anthony's got a guy on him, sends it deep. Line change for Team Philadelphia. Barthel on his own forecheck. Good check into the boards. Tusa over to help him out. Sent all the way back. Picked up by Thies. By Bops. That goes out of play. Nichols on the faceoff. Pruda picks it up. Try to get by a couple defenders. Makes it way back in the neutral zone. Bops back. Picked up by Thies. Back over to Peruto. Peruto. Back over to Cusa. Cusa. Gets around. Tries to make a move. And comes back out in the neutral zone. Back over to Bops. Sends it deep. Cusa. Pressure onto the puck. Back over to Peruto. To Thies. Opposite side over to Bops. Got to create a little traffic in front of the goaltender. Line change, Team Philadelphia. Puck's dropped back out, jump spins, stick all the way to the opposite side. Thies charging forward. Back over to Colin, pops it back to Thies. Scores! Lucas with the rebound. Puck in the net, backhand around the goaltender for the second goal. His second goal as well as second goal for Team Philadelphia. So ties this game up at the 2-2 at the 10:08 mark. Puck's down. Picked up by Colin. Colin goes forward, looks up, sends it on net. Goaltender guides it into the protective webbing. Back out to the point to Thies. Back over to Colin. Colin tried to opposite side pass, lost it to a defender. Got three guys on him. Fisher looking. Colin tried to cycle back around the corner, unable to do so. Pick back up, Bops, sends it back in, jumps the stick. Sent over into the corner. Lucas there to pick it up. Looking. Back over to Ben. Ben gets pushed into the corner, cycles it back over to Lucas. Lucas tries centering pass off the backside of the net. And the goaltender puts a glove on it. .9:17 left, 2-2. Kobe back out on the ice. Luca, Jake, Lang, and Tobin. Puck's drop. Phantoms cycle back the other side. Kobe back into the corner. Pressure onto the puck. Picked up, center pass. Backside, oh my gosh, Luca's shot went just wide. Now it's picked back up, Tobin. Send it deep, all the way to the opposite side. That's gonna be an icing call. Peruto, Cusa, Nichols. Tobin and Lang. Puck's down, sent all the way up. Tobin knocks it down. Sent all the way back. Lang, back into the neutral zone. Picked up. Aydan across the blue line, got Cusa with him. Takes a shot. Line change. Lucas, Colin, Ben. Puck's drop. Centers it back. Back over to Tobin. Tobin back over to Fisher. Fisher drums it in. Lucas, pressure. Phantom's looking to cheat it out a little bit. High stick. High stick. Puck's dropped, back out to the point to Tobin. Tobin, back over. Colin gets it, waits, sends it around to the opposite side. Ben over to retrieve it. Centering pass, oh my gosh, got it to Lucas. Lucas got a shot off. Back out to the point to Lang. Back over to Colin. Colin cycles it back over. Lucas. And that goes into the protective webbing off the defender's stick. Line change, Nichols. Cusa Fruto with Ricky and Blake. Puck's back. Shot attempt by Fruto goes off a defender's skate and goes wide. Fruto keeps it in. Now it gets back out in the neutral zone. Nichols drops it in. Fruto on the forecheck. Cusa over with him. Fruto gets to it. Back over to Cusa. Cusa look to Ricky. Ricky sends it back over. Fruto's there. Got Nichols. Nichols gets it. Back out to the point. To Blake. And it goes off a defender's stick. High into the rafters. 7:09 left. Nichols. Nice shot attempt by Fruto. Picked back up by Blake. Back over to Fruto. Fruto, centering pass. Picked up by Fruto again. Back over to Nichols. Nichols tried to get a shot off. Back over to Nichols. Nichols, backhand. Nichols looking. Centering pass. Opportunity for Fruto. Back out to the point. To Blake. Blake opposite side to Ricky. Ricky whiffs on it. Back into the corner. Nichols is back over, drops it back in. Fruto gets to the puck, same time, cycles it. Takes an odd bounce off the wall. Nichols gets to it. Back over to Fruto. Nichols goes off the top side of the net. Back over to Cusa. Blake. Back over to Ricky. Oh my gosh, the defender almost redirected himself against his own goalie. Back over to Fruto. Fruto looking. Cusa back over to help. Philly trying to keep the zone. Does. Back over. Now that's going to be an icing call. Couple opportunities for Team Philadelphia. Fruto comes off the ice, smacking his stick because he realized he had an opportunity. Good attempt, though. Good pressure onto the net. 5:52 left in the game. These spots, Lucas, Ben, Colin out onto the ice. Back over Lucas. Try to get to it. Unable to get so. Deese tries to knock it down. Oh, goes off the crossbar. So Colin's going to be called with a slash at the 5:37 mark.
Number 11 white, flash. Timeout, Orange.
Timeout called by the Phantoms.
Go, guys.
All right, so Baptiste, Kobe, and Anthony to try to kill off this 2-minute penalty. Puck stop, back over, sent back out to the point. Nice blocker side save by Justin. Back over to the opposite side. Phantoms send it back out to the point. Drop it back in. Back over to Barthel. Sent back up over to Thies. Sent all the way down. Phantoms come up, charging forward. Center it back. Wait patiently. Send it in. Picked up by Justin almost, but sent all the way back again. 1 minute left in the penalty kill for Team Philly. Luca out onto the ice. Oh, almost picked up by Anthony. Aydan, sorry. Picked back up. Luca back over. Pressure. Phantoms. Send it cross ice. And it comes back outside the zone again. 35 seconds left. Ricky's there. Back over to Aydan. Aydan sends it deep. Ricky knocks it down. Picked back up by the Phantoms. Try to send it back over to Blake. Blake tries to clear it back. Gets it back over, taps it forward, almost hit Aydan coming across. And Justin gloves it down. 3 seconds. Good pressure by Team Philadelphia. Lucas and Ben out onto the ice. Lucas on the faceoff. Puck drop, back over, Lucas. And that kills the penalty for Team Philadelphia. So even strength with 3:34 left. Lucas on the faceoff. Back over. Justin with a nice save. makes its way back out to the point. Back over to Ben. Ben pulls up, gets it knocked down. Blake's back over. Blake, good pickup. Back over to Colin. Colin's got Lucas following him. Back over to Ben. Ben gets a shot off. Lucas. Wow, nice feed to Fisher. Lucas back over, tries. Now Phantom's back into the corner. Blake all the way back. Picks it up. Back over to Fisher. Fisher just outside of his reach. Colin on his horse. Tries to get to it. Back over to Fisher. Fisher. Back over to Colin. Try to feed it back over to Fisher. It's unable to do so. Picked up by the Phantoms. Phantoms go long. Ricky's back over. Send it back. 2:30 left in this third period. Ricky makes his way around. Keeps it in. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas. How about a trip? Not a single call there. 2:09. Ooh, turnover. Colin turns, fires. Now there's going to be a penalty coming up. Still going. Pick back up. A roughing call, so Team Philadelphia will be on a power play.
7 orange. Rough. Good, Jay. 4.
Timeout, Team Philadelphia.
Timeout, White. White.
All right. Looks like we're all set. 1:57 left in the third period. Team Philly. Phantoms tied up 2-2. Lucas, Ben, Kobe, Aydan, Colin. Puck's drop, back over. Picked up by Ben. Ben holds up. Back over to Colin. Back out to Colin. Back over to Ben. Point to Aydan. Lucas gets a shot off. Goes off goaltender's pad. Aydan picks it up at the point. Back over to Colin. Aydan tries to wind up. Lucas, pressure onto the puck. Back over to Kobe. Kobe sends it back out to the point to Aydan. Back over to Colin. Oh, nice try at Lucas on the backside. It's weak hand though. 57 seconds left. Shot goes high, picked back up over to Nichols. Lucas back over to point. Nice shot. Point blank with the goaltender. Drop, back over to Ben. Opposite side, and into the protective webbing. "25 seconds left in the period. Puck's drop. Sent all the way back. Picked up by Aydan. 15 seconds. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it for regulation. Now we'll head into overtime. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that it heads into a 3-minute 3-on-3. Three-on-3 for 3 minutes. All right, so there's still 3 seconds left on the penalty for the Phantoms. So the way overtime works is it's 3-on-3 for 3 minutes with clock stoppage. But because there's a penalty, it will be 4-on-3 for 3 seconds. And then what will happen then is the Phantoms will join a fourth player out of the box to make it 4-on-4. And if there is a stoppage, they'll return back to 3-on-3. All right, so Cusa, Krecker, Peruto. One back over to Ricky, over to Krecker. Krecker across the blue line. Try to center pass, back over. Now it's 4-on-4, back over to Ricky. Ricky, back over to Peruto. Peruto tries to get around his man. Gets to Krecker, back at the point. Back over to Peruto, and that goes over the wall. Now it's 1-off, 3-on-3. So Colin, Lucas, Ricky with 2:33 left. Puck's drop. Lucas sends it back outside to Ricky. Ricky back over to Colin. And it comes outside the zone. Puck's down, back over to Ricky. Ricky, back over to Colin. Ricky turns it over. That was dangerous. Try to cross players up. Phantoms get to it. Shot attempt goes into the protective webbing. Puck's down, back over to Colin. Colin. Colin, cross the blue line. Beats his man around the corner, gets a shot off, goes off the side post. Lucas. Nice blocker side save by Justin, beautiful. Back over to Colin. Colin looks to retrieve. Back over, gets it up to Ricky. Ricky now over to Lucas. Lucas comes across, got a guy in his back pocket looking. Gets knocked into the corner. Back over, center pass. Ricky gets a shot off point blank into the netting. Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so fucking ill.
All right, 41 seconds left. Puck's drop. Back out to the point to Bops. Bops cycles it. Got Kobe ahead of him. Kobe back into the corner. Centers it back opposite side. Aydan knocks it forward. Looks. Back along the boards. Gets trapped. 16 seconds. 13. Picked back up by Bops. Bops back up. What a shot. Nice feed by Bops to Kobe. Right in the slot. Lucas back on the ice. Kobe with Nichols. Six seconds, back out to Nichols. Scored! Oh my gosh, scored! Kobe got a stick on it, caught the 5-hole, and dribbled through for the win for Team Philadelphia. Kobe Zimmerman with the redirect. Gets through the 5-hole. Good game by both teams, to be honest. Phantoms got off to a very quick start at the very beginning. Team Philly battled back to get the win. in overtime. So Team Philly will be playing again today at 12:45. It's either against the New Jersey Jets or the Lancaster Firebirds.